Hello, welcome back, coders. Last episode, you printed Hello World, creating a first variable, and honestly, already ahead of 90% of people who say, I'll learn code someday. Today, we are doing two things teaching Python some math and teaching it how to disguise one data type as another. Sounds sus? I know, but trust me, by the end of this, you will understand why Python sometimes throw a tantrum when you try to add a number and text some together. This is episode 2 Operators and Type. Let's go. Real quick, last time we learned variables are lockers, and Python has four data types float, string, and boolean. If that sounds unfamiliar, pause and go watch episode 1. Then come back. I'll wait. Everyone caught up? Bet. Let's go. So it's theory time. Now tell me what's an operator? Simple. It's a symbol that tells Python to do something with values, like a middleman between two numbers who's very good at maths and slightly judgmental about your code style. There are four types we care about today. First symbol is plus sign, which means addition. Second one is subtraction. Third one is multiplication. Fourth one is division. Fifth one is floor division, which gives the integer value of the division. Sixth one is modulus, which is remainder. And seventh one is exponential powers. Quick shout out to sixth one, which is modulus. The modulus operator, it gives you the leftover after the division. Sounds boring, but it's secretly iconic. It's how we check if a number is even or odd, and we'll use it to prank. I mean, demonstrate stuff in a second. Second one is comparison operator, for when Python needs to judge. First operator is double equals to, which means equals to. Second one is not equals to. You can know by the name that it checks if the two integers are equal or not. Third one is greater than. Fourth one is less than. You know both of them. Fifth one is greater than or equal to. And last sixth one is less than or equals to. These always returns a bool, true or false. Basically Python's version of it's complicated, but with actual answers. Third one is logical operators for combining conditions. First operator is AND operator. It means true if both are true. Like if one is true and the second is true, then the output will be the true. But if one is true and other one is false, the output will be false. Then second operator is OR. True if at least one is true. For example, if one value is true and the other value is false, the answer will be true. But if both the values are false, then the answer will be false. Third operator is NOT operator. Flips between true to false and vice versa. Value is not false, then the answer will be true. Fourth operator, which is assignment operator, shortcut for lazy but efficient coders. First operator is x plus equals to 5, which means x equals to x plus 5. Second one is x minus equals to 5, which is equivalent to x equals to x minus 5. Third one is x into equals to 5, which is x equals to x into 5. Fourth one is x divided by equals to 5, which means x equals to x divided by 5. Isn't it simple? These exist purely so you don't have to type the same variable name twice. Python respects your time. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Python is what we call dynamically typed. It figures out data types on its own, but sometimes you need to force a value into a different type. That's called typecasting, and it's basically Python's version of costume change. Three main functions of this is int parenthesis, which means turn something into a whole number. Second one is float parenthesis, which means turn something into a decimal. And last, the third one is string parenthesis, which means turn something into a text. Okay. Why does this matter? Because if you try to do this, for example, age equals to, if I take in double semicolon 20, and if I print uh, age plus 5, then the value C. Python will absolutely throw hands at you with a type error. Why? Because 20 is a string. It's text that looks like a number, not an actual number. Python does Python doesn't do like uh, fighter does not do looks like it needs it needs receipt. So we cast it. So now I'm gonna fix that. Now age will be int and 20, and I'm gonna print this value. Now if I run the code, it gives me the answer 25. Can you see it? 25. Alright, theory is done. Let's write some code that's actually got personality. First one is instant karma calculator. Here, it's a bit difficult because I'm going to use the if else concept, which is the part of the episode 6, but it will clear your modulus doubts. So, if I take a variable which is yours lucky number, of course, all of you got a lucky number, which is mine is number 7. So, I'm going to take 7, and day today is 13. Now I'm gonna need the remainder. So we know how to calculate the remainder by using the modulus sign. So I'm gonna use the modulus sign and okay. Now I'm gonna print it. Print the remainder. Now I'm gonna use a different concept which is if and else concept. So if you don't understand it, don't try to understand it now. I'm gonna explain it in the upcoming episodes. So so now I'm gonna have it. So it gives first the remainder, which we have calculated here, the day to day modulus, your lucky number. So you know what is the remainder of 13 by 7? It's 6. So answer is 6 here. Now there is a concept which is if and else concept. You don't have to understand it, but if in simple words, if the remainder is 0, uh, the compiler will print this, and if it's not 0, in this case we don't in this case our remainder is not 0, so it just printed this, the else statement. That's it. You don't have to understand it completely now, but you have to understand how modulus works. It just gave us the remainder here, which is 6. Okay. Example 2, the are we really compatible comparison test. So if I take a variable name sleep schedule, which is 2, or I'll say 2 a.m. because no one sleeps at 2 p.m. is, let's say, uh 23 p.m., 11 o'clock. So now we have to check the compatibility. So we have a variable name compatible, and we'll check it by, so this line of code gives me the comparison between my sleep schedule and their sleep schedule. So now I'm just gonna print the value and if I'm the early riser or not. So after running this code, we'll get our answers, which is first the sleep schedule's compatibility is false because I sleep at 2 a.m. and they sleep at 11 p.m. So this is of course false. And if I am the early riser, which is true. Now we'll get to the example 3 here, which is the typecasting glow up. So now we have a first variable which is 8. We'll give it a 8 pizza slices and price for first slice is 2.5. Now how many total slices are there? We need to print that. So we'll print it by the typecasting user because this is in a text format, but we have to print it in a int format. So we'll change it using a we'll change it using int parentheses. And we want to know the total price of it, total price of the pizza. So we'll just use it. Simple thing, which is total slices into float of the price per slice because it's in a float format. So we'll have to use float parentheses to convert it into a float. Now we'll print the both. Now we'll print both the values, which is total slices and total cost. So here we go. The total slices is 8 and the total cost is 20. Notice we cast the numbers into a string at the end just to glue it into a sentence with plus. That's the disguise trick. Going from a number world to text world so Python doesn't throw a fit. Time to test if you were actually paying attention or just here for the memes. No judgment. Both are valid. The first problem. Pause the video and try this. The first problem. The even odd oracle. It says that take any number. Use the modulus operator to check if it's even or odd and print the result as a sentence. You can check the hint given below and try this. Give me the answers below in the comment section. I'll check it. Now we go to the second problem, the typecasting fix. This code is broken. Figure out why and fix it using the typecasting. So I have given a code here. You just have to figure out which typecasting you have to use to correct the code. Comment the answer and I'll check if it's correct or not. Now we'll go to the third. The third one is a bit difficult, so I'll just keep the answers to it. But if you be honest to yourself and try it once by yourself. Third problem, the relationship status checker. It says that create two variables, their text per day and my text per day, any int values. Use comparison and logical operator to check. Then print the final bool. This is a bit fun one. You should try this by your own. If you're not able to do it, you can check the answer. It's over here. And you can give me an answer if you don't want to check the answer and just give me an answer in the comment section. It is better. It's fine. You can give me the answer in the comment section and I'll check it out. Let's recap the damage we did today. First, the arithmetic operations, which is plus, minus, multiplication, divide, floor division, modulus, and exponential. Second one is comparison operators, which is equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal, or less than or equal, which always returns true or false values. Third one is logical operators, which is and, or, and not, which is used for combining the conditions. Fourth one is assignment operator, which is plus equals to, minus equals to, multiplication equals to, or divide equals to, which helps to make the code easier. Fifth one is typecasting, which is int parenthesis, float parenthesis, string parenthesis, which forces values to change the costumes. Costumes is the data type you already have given to the in the code. You now know how to make Python do math, judge things, and switch outputs between data types. Genuinely solid toolkit. That's a wrap on episode 2. Next up, strings and string methods, where we'll learn to slice, dice, and manipulate text into absolute wizards. Trust me, dot upper parenthesis and dot replace parenthesis are about to become your new favorite functions. If you learn something, smash that like. Seriously, it takes 2 seconds and it means the world for this series. Subscribe if you haven't. Drop your practice answers in the comment section and I'll catch you in the episode 3. Keep coding, keep vibing. Peace out.